Here are some ways you as a guitar player can keep your singer happy, and honestly, this is going to sound a little bit like relationship advice because your singer needs support, they need communication, they need a chance to shine, and occasionally they need a break. The first way to support your singer is to come up with a good intro for each song you perform. Unless your singer has perfect pitch, you need to establish the key and help them find their first note. With that in mind, it's a good idea to keep the intro simple. You can play the chords of the first few measures or the last few measures, or you could play a simple vamp. In other words, play a simple chord progression or repeat the same chord over and over until your singer comes in. If you're comfortable playing solo arrangements, you could play a portion of the song as an intro, usually the last 4 measures or part of the chorus, whatever seems best to start things off. If you're just playing chords as an intro, it'll be easier for your singer to hear the key if you stick to basic harmonies. Above all, be consistent with the intro. Do not surprise them at the gig. Once the song is underway, you can support your singer by keeping the groove and being predictable. First and foremost, you must keep good time. In my experience, most singers do not keep good time. That's all well and good, but as the rhythm guitar player, you are the rock. A singer may bend and stretch the phrasing, but if you keep steady time, they'll come back to you. And the very best way to develop your time is to practice with a metronome. Aside from keeping good time, you can be predictable by keeping the same groove. It's common to change comping patterns in different sections of a song, but don't pull the rug out from under your singer by switching patterns in the middle of a phrase. If you and your singer perform often together, it may be tempting to switch things up for variety, but if you want to keep your singer happy, be predictable. Communication with your singer starts at rehearsal. Every singer has their own vocal range, which may or may not work with the original key of the song. Sometimes a singer knows what key they want a song to be in, but most times they don't. So in your first rehearsal, spend some time working out keys. This means you need to know how to transpose. I've got a few videos on transposing, both with and without a capo. I'll leave links for those in the description. You'll also want to use rehearsal time to flesh out your arrangements. If you're setting out to match a song exactly the way somebody else recorded it, you're all set. Just follow the recording and figure it out. If you're covering a song in your own style, you'll need to work out intros, endings, and important moments. We've already talked about intros, but we haven't talked about endings yet. There's nothing quite as awkward as coming to an end of a song and not knowing how you're going to finish. A common way to end a song is to repeat the last phrase a few extra times. Or the singer could stop, but you could cycle through the ending chords again. It can also be effective to just suddenly stop, but you should definitely plan your endings ahead of time. As you're working out your arrangements, you'll also need to work with your singer to decide important moments within the song. This could be a solo guitar break, which we'll talk about later, a measure or two where you lay out while your partner sings a cappella, or maybe a place where you repeat some chords softly while your singer talks to the audience and begs for tips. So the key and the arrangements, those are things you want to work out in rehearsal. During a performance, you need to communicate with your singer through eye contact and listening. During a performance and in rehearsal, listen to your partner's phrasing. Watch their breathing and their body language. The more you pay attention, the more you'll be able to anticipate their nuances and you'll start to sound tighter as an ensemble. Another good reason to listen to your singer is that sometimes they'll come in at the wrong time or in the wrong place. If you're paying attention, you'll be able to jump to wherever they are and make it sound like nothing bad happened. Another reason for eye contact is that sometimes your singer needs a cue. Maybe they're lost and they need to know when to come in, or maybe you need to look at each other for reassurance on an ending. Whatever happens, your job is to make your singer look good, and a little bit of eye contact and listening can go a long way toward preventing things from going south. It's a sad fact that when people show up to hear a voice guitar duo, they're usually not there for the guitar player. That doesn't mean you're unimportant, it just means that you need to know your role and let your singer shine. The main thing you can do to let your singer shine is to keep the accompaniment simple. You can get a lot of mileage out of basic strumming and fingerstyle patterns. You can also let the audience know that, hey, this singer's pretty good. You can look out at the audience, smile, let them know you're having fun performing with this singer. Now, me, I'm very introverted. I do not feel comfortable grinning at the audience. That's just not my style. Instead, I tend to nod and smile to myself or glance over at my singer from time to time and smile appreciatively. However you choose to express yourself, it's important that your audience sees that the two of you enjoy making music together. Even if your singer is a world beater, they're going to need to take a break sometimes, and the audience needs a break too for variety. This is your time to shine, at least for a little while. If you're a jazz or blues duo, it might mean playing a solo chorus where you either improvise or play a chord melody solo you've worked out. For other styles, it might mean just taking a short solo or even banging through some chords for a few measures to build excitement. And sometimes it just means playing a short fill while your singer takes a breath. So pick your moments to shine when you can, and then go back to playing a supporting role. Your most important role as the guitar player is to make your singer look good. So check your ego at the door, keep things simple, and be easy to work with. Check out this video if you're looking for some easy patterns, and check out this video if you're looking to get started with basic jazz and blues chords. And for more guitar lessons, music theory, and solo guitar arrangements, please subscribe.